Hey, good morning. Today I'm going to present the tutorial about how to use Onshape and some of its functions. Before I begin to talk about how to use Onshape, I would like to explain what is Onshape. Onshape is a program of design of 3D-dimensional design that it's so helpful for some situations in the area of the engineering and all of the sciences that focuses on the innovation and the creation of new objects or new things to make easier our lives. This CAD program, for me, it's one of the best ones because when you use that program, you don't need a high-power computer. You can use it in a computer with a normal processor, nothing from the other world, and it will work good because all the calculations and all the things that the program needs, it's done in internet. So you don't need a high-power computer to use this program. Like in other programs like AutoCAD that you need a high-power computer. So, as we already know what is Onshape and why it is useful, let's start introducing to the application. So first, of course, you need to have your computer connected to the internet. Now you just need to go to look in Google for Onshape. You press enter and it will load. As we enter, I would like to explain the following. First, we need to create a new account. The process is so easy. Here we already get to Onshape. The only thing that we need to do is to enter here. Here's the section that says sign in. You push it and it's going to take you to other page from CAD that will ask you for your account if you already have it. But in our cases that we are new in Onshape, we're going to create we're going to create our account of Onshape. Here is a button. Here I already have my account, but I'm going to simulate that I'm going to create a new one to understand clear how to start. I press here in I don't have an account and here in the button that says sign up. So I press it and now it's going to take us to this page. First, it's going to ask us our names and what better describe us and all of these things. Here we are going to write our students. These two let us to create a free license. These two don't need to pay anything to use this program. Here we press that we are from the university because we are pipe. Now our names, and the next step is to create the account. Well, I already finished to put my data in the boxes. Now I'm in the step 2, that is to write the information about the school. It asks me for the school name, the direction of internet of the school, the city, and all these things, right? At the end of this, there is an activation zone where the email that you write here in the page need to be activated. So they're going to send you an email to your account, to the mail that you write here in this space. And when you activate that, you can start doing your designs in Onshape. Well, as I already say, I already have my account of Onshape. Now the only thing that we need to do is to press here where it says sign in. I already have my password and my mail, so I push in sign in, and it will take me to the principal page. Here we have many functions that it's going to be useful for us to have a better development when we create our models. Okay, here we have the principal page. As I already said, we have an education subscription that will let us to work as anyone in Onshape. Here we have many sections that are interesting and I'm going to explain. Here in the area of my name, Miguel Ángel Barrera, we have three options. Sign out to finish the session, to get out. View support tickets that are not important, so we're going to talk about that. And this, my accounts. This is an important part. Here's my photo, my name, and all of these things that you need to write at the beginning. Here we have a button, a section that says preferences. I will get in. That's one of the most important areas when you are beginning to use Onshape, because first you can configure the language. Obviously we're going to use English because we're bilingual. One more time. And here it's the real interesting part that says units. Why does this is important? This is important because we can configure how does we want the application to work on, or how does we want the application to work. Here we have the length units, the length decimal places, the angle units, the angle decimal places, the mass units, and the decimal places mass. We are going to use millimeters, degrees, and kilograms, all with just 2 decimals. We don't need more. 2 decimals, it's a so accurate measurement, so that's the only thing that we need to configure after or first that we start doing our designs. Well, I'm back here in the principal page, so I'm going to start a new document. I'm going to press here in the button that says create, and in the option that says document. So I make it here. Here it's asking me for a name. So we're going to use example 1. We use enter, and it's going to create it automatically. You're going to load the workspace, and here we can start looking, see the new things or the things that we're going to be using to explain or to create our designs. My internet is so bad, sorry. Okay, that's here we have our space to work to do all our designs. So let's start with the basic things that I think that it's important. Here we have something like a cube. This cube is important for us to have a good development in the design of our prototypes. You can see your prototype from anywhere that you want or that you need. You just make a click in wherever do you want of this cube, and you're going to be seeing it from this part. So I think that is a good thing that it's going to be helpful for us in the future. Now, to start our sketch, we need to select where we're going to start, because here we have 3 parts, the 3-dimensional area. So normally we're going to use the top because yes. So we go here, we make right click, and we push in the section that says normal 2, and we have the area here, front. So to start the sketch, we need to push the button that is here that says sketch, and we push it, and we need to select first the sketch plane. As I already said, we're going to use the front. So select that, and we can start our sketch. This area is where we're going to work and where we're going to create our figures. First, this program have so many features that are interesting, that are good for the designers or for us students that want to be an engineer in the future or things like that, that needs this type of features, this type of applications. For example, it have from basic things as lines to the more complex as a sphere. So to do that, to start we're going to do a line. We just press in the button that says line and we do a line. Nothing from the other world. We can set from how long that we want it to 15, and we have a line of 15 millimeters. Other thing, here we can do a rectangle from two variations, from the center or from the corner. They are the same. They just change how does you create it. The center point you create it from the center, and the corner you create from the corner, as their name says. So there's not so much science on that. We're going to create one from the corner. And here is our the measurements, 100 by the middle, and that's. Here I make a mistake. That's important for us to know how to repair that. I write 10 and 5. That's a mistake because I say 100 and the middle 100. So I just need to do double click and I can modify the measurement to 100 millimeters. And here the 5, I will put it here, double click, and I can modify to 15. So I have my rectangle. Other things that we can do are circles. We just push as the rectangle. We have many options to do our circle. We have 3 options: the center point, the 3 points, and the ellipse. I used to use the center point circle because I think that it is the easiest way to do a circle. As I already said in the last example, they are the same. You create a circle, but I think that is useful to create a circle from the center. We're going to say that we have 100 as the other, and we have our circle. If you're using a mouse, something like this, with this, if you put it back, you're going to do a zoom out, and if you do it to the front, you're going to do a zoom to in. That's an important fact. With this button, you are going to be able to rotate your design. That's good facts for this type of activities. So now we have our circles, our lines. What else? We can do polygons. That's a useful feature for us to have better figures and easier figures. Look, for example, here I can modify the size. I will write it there, and we can modify how much sizes as we want for our figure. For example, it can be 15, 25, 22, 13, 10, 9, 3. We can do triangles, we can do squares. There are so many options to create our figure. We're going to do a square. Yeah, a square. And we have our square. Another example can be this type of lines that you use it by doing specific figures, like the one that I'm doing right now. And here we have our figure. You use the button escape and you finish to use this function. Okay, another example can be the letters, the text. We use this, we select the area, and we write the text. For example, hey, I don't know. I already said write hey. And it's here. Nothing from the other world. You write hey, the computer write, hey, nothing from the other world. Other thing that we can get by using Onshape is this figure. This figure it's a little bit more difficult to do because we need to do many calculations, or more than calculations, many things that are not the most beautiful, but it's easy at the end. So as here we can see that this figure is confirmed by 4 circles and 2 lines. This little circle makes the hole here in the extrude area. This is, and there is not so many science on that. Here's just this. As we can see here in my documents, I already have so much examples of what those Onshape can do. I think that Onshape is a so good application because it gives you the opportunity or the chance to create the things that you want. For example, in this example, it's a piece of engine, something like this. It simulates that. So I think that this application it's good for the three-dimensional design. So thank you for watching. Like Peña Nieto. Thank you. See you in the next video of how to use Onshape.